Hey, this is Brian with worshiptutorials.com. Welcome back to our beginner guitar lesson course. In this lesson, we're going to talk about what guitar should you use for this course. Now, the first answer to that question that I'll probably say is whatever guitar you have is going to be fine, as long as it's a 6-string guitar. I would not recommend like a 12-string guitar or any other kind of instrument like that. A 6-string guitar is what this course is going to focus on. I also recommend, you see me here holding an acoustic guitar. Guitars kind of come in several different flavors. You can get an acoustic, you can have an electric guitar. I recommend an acoustic simply because it is just easy. You don't have to have an amp to plug it into when you play it. You can hear it. And you can hear it on an electric guitar as well, but you probably are going to want an amp if you play on an electric guitar. Another note is it doesn't matter if you have an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar. I've heard a lot of questions before saying, do I want to, should I learn on an electric or should I learn on an acoustic, or how to play acoustic guitar versus how to play electric guitar? You play them both the same way. They're both set up the same. The strings are tuned to exactly the same pitch on both guitars. One just uses an amp and you can do a lot different stuff with it. And an acoustic guitar has a sound hole, and it's a hollow body, and it projects sound out of the sound hole. You can obviously you can plug in acoustic electric guitars as well. But my recommendation is to start with what you've got. Now, when I first learned how to play guitar, my grandmother had an old nylon string classical guitar under her bed that had been there I don't know how many years, and she asked me if I wanted to. She knew I was I think my mom told her that I was interested in learning how to play guitar, and she said, well, here, he can use this thing, and so that's what I used, which brings up another point. If you have a classical guitar, which is a nylon string guitar, versus a steel string guitar, acoustic guitar like this Dreadnought, you can use that as well. They're also tuned to the same pitch. You play in the same way, typically about the same number of frets. It all works the same, so you kind of can use whatever you have. If you're looking to buy a guitar, I'm going to put this link below. Again, if you are on YouTube, what I would encourage you to do is click through to worshiptutorials.com, sign up for the course. It will allow you to take all the lessons in sequence in the different modules, take you from start to finish. We have done a FAQ video on the best cheap guitar and amp. And in that video, we covered acoustic guitars. And the acoustic guitar that we recommend is a Martin 0001AXE. I believe that's what it is. But don't take my word for it there. Click through on the link below on the guitar lesson page. They're about $500 new, $550, but I would encourage you to find a used one. You can get them for a little cheaper. Certainly you can buy guitars for cheaper than that, but one thing I would encourage you to do if you're looking to purchase a guitar for this course or to learn, I would stay away from the cheapest of the cheap. And the reason is this. Guitars have, well, what's called action. And all that means is, I'm going to show you here. If you can see this guitar, you can see that the string is sitting above the neck and the frets. And the distance between the string and the fret, the string height, is called the action. Now, on a guitar that is well made and well set up, that string height will be 3 to 5 to 6 64ths of an inch above the fret on the 12th fret. My experience has told me not very many guitars, even the well-made ones, are set up well. And the higher those strings are off of the fretboard, off of the frets, the harder it is to play because you have to push them down harder. So a higher quality made instrument is going to be a lot easier to play for that reason. So I would encourage you to stay away from really, really cheap, poorly made guitars. What I would encourage you to do if you're looking to buy a guitar, find somebody that you are in contact with that plays an instrument, plays guitar. Ask them to go with you to a Guitar Center or whatever store that you have, or if you found something on Craigslist, that's another good way to go. Ask them to go with you and play it, and they can tell you what they think of the playability of the guitar. Another thing about cheaper, poorly made instruments is they don't stay in tune very well. And one of the things you're going to learn is that if a guitar goes out of tune often, it is not much fun at all to play if you're constantly fighting with that. So guitars that are made better stay in tune better, and guitars that are made better cost a little more. So that Martin guitar that you will find linked below is one that we have used here at Worship Tutorials. Multiple people that I'm in contact with, fellow worship leaders, we've all used them. Played them live. We love that guitar, especially for more of a budget guitar. I realize it's not the cheapest guitar in the world, but it is a great guitar that will serve you well. And eventually, if you end up playing like on a worship team or playing in venues where you can plug it in, it has the ability to do that as well. So it's kind of a guitar that will grow with you, and we recommend it. If you really want to play an electric guitar, often electric guitars are a lot easier to play because that string action is lower on an electric guitar, and they're just sometimes a little easier to learn on, which can be a positive. We recommend a Fender Telecaster, Mexican-made Fender Telecaster, which you can find used for about $350 as well. So those are our recommendations for what guitar you should use. The bottom line is, if you have a guitar that is that you have access to, that you can play, and it seems to be well made, and we'll talk about soon how to tune the guitar and take care of the guitar, maintain it a little bit. That's the guitar you should use. I say you just jump in with what you've got. And if you find later on down the road that you'd like to buy something different, you'd like to upgrade, if you kind of keep up with this guitar playing thing, then you'll have opportunity to do that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.